So you can be able to set up different things. Okay, it's taking much time. So I wanted to show you how to set up the passwords and let me not the multiple user. Let me leave it. Let me cancel. Let me cancel it. You can set it up. You put different users and you give them rights. So I told you, as I created the company, for me, I become the admin. The password you put in as you're creating the company becomes an administrative password. So since for it being an administrative password, it simply means you are the one who is going to be giving rights to other users so that they can be able to use the work. So that's why sometimes we always have such settings, because sometimes it is not good for any person to come and use accounts the way they want, and you can be able to give rights to different people so that they can be able to do only to access the information you have given them, and they cannot be able to do anything else. So we are going to have this is a company, so I'm going to set the users. I come here, users, then I can be able to set up users and roles. I can set up users and roles automatically. To set it up, I have to first put my admin password, because they never know who someone else might be trying to hijack and enter the system. So it will say you are an admin, you have logged in as an admin. So when I've logged as an admin, I'm going to give roles. So I'm going to give new roles. When I give new roles, I'm going to put the person I'm giving. Maybe let me say I'm giving Jackie. The username when you are logging in, you log in as Jackie. Maybe let me say I'm a different Sanctus. That is me. So I can give a role. I say, assuming this is a person, I can put for them a password. I repeat it here. Then I select what he can access. I want this accountant to be in charge of payables only. I add that role to that person. I want that person to be in charge of maybe banking. Payables, no banking, I don't want to give them that one. I've given them only banking only, payables only. Then remember, I'm going to have another accountant. I'll give, assuming their company is big. So I'm going to click OK. I've given her only one role. Then I click close. Now I'm going to log out. I go and log in the same company. I'm going to sign in as Sanctus. You see, when I access this one, I will only access only that service. Let me log out. It has logged out.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Pamela.
Yeah, I wanted to confirm. So, can two users be on the system simultaneously, or one has to log out before somebody else log in?
If the system is networked, you're using several computers. Sometimes we use computers to network other computers. We can have the system which is one computer acts as a server. When it acts as a server, which means all the computers within that workstation can access the same QuickBooks. So each one can log in his separate account and start working on their own computer. Then they do the service. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. Okay, thanks.
Welcome. But that one requires networking. So I'm going to open this company. After opening it, it will ask for the password. Now I'm going to sign in the password of not admin. I'm going to sign in as a password as Sanctus. Then I put the password. Then you're going to see when I'm clicking on other areas, I cannot be able to access other areas apart from the rights I was given. Now here I'm signing in as admin, but I don't want to sign in as admin. I'm going to sign in as Sanctus. When I sign in as Sanctus, I put the password which I created. Then it will open. It has opened. So he cannot go and start deleting transactions, deleting some other areas, touching those areas where it's not supposed to go and to access. Now, let me show you if I want to click on any part here. I want to click here. What does it say? You need view access under receive payment to perform this action. You contact your administrator. Anywhere else he wants to click, you need the permission. He can access this side of the payables because remember, these are balances from the suppliers. So you have only given him access to, because this side is what he can use when he's recording what has been bought. But any other area, whenever he wants to click there, he will need what? Access. Even he can't delete, cannot delete anything, cannot delete. Whatever he has entered, he has to first come to you as the admin to give them the right to do what? To access that information. Let me hope that is clear. Any question? I want to get questions from you because I was thinking. Mm,
Okay, now when on the other side of admin,
mm,
are there are instances when one needs to run a statement for
mm,
a customer, a statement for a supplier.
mm.
Yes.
Okay, let me go back to the other one. I ran it for you. Let me close, log it out. Then I log in as an admin. Then we can be able to run the statement. So now I'm logging in as an admin. I've logged in as admin. So when I log in as admin, I can be able to run a statement for a customer. Now, for example, I want to get a statement. I'll come here to statement. I'll come to statement here. This is a customer. I want for all transactions. include all transactions, customers, okay, period. I want a statement from 1st January to 31st. I'm running a statement. I'm not running for all customers. I want for one customer. I come and select the customer I want. We remember we had only one customer who was Kiemba John. So I can come here and click preview. What do you want? You want to show on this one, I want it to show the invoices. I want to show the zero balance. I want to show. You can just, we are trying here to edit what we want to appear on that part. Billing address. I want it to have access. Any information you want, you can select it here. Then I can click settlement review. Remember this customer, we had sold him everything, but we can be able to check statement review. Suppose, since we are not demanding him, but supposed to bring what we call a statement for this customer. Yeah, it's supposed to download it. Then we be able to have that customer statement, because it will be able to show, it will be able to show all the transactions for the period. It will be able to show everything on that customer. You can even design it only that. Let me go back here. Because we are not demanding him, that's why it's not showing it, but we can be able to show a statement of the customer from there, and we be able to print this statement, and we can be able to show the invoice date when we click on that customer statement. So because we paid this customer, but I can also pass here and I get his statement. This is the only this is for the whole transactions, but I could be able to select that customer, because this is the Chiemba Joshua who paid his invoice, because this one was already paid. This was already paid. This is customer payment. So this one, if you don't have it, you can just go and click on it, then you print it. We have different transactions. You can even have quick reports. Wanted to show you that customer on how we can be able to generate their reports. Because you see this one shows that we sold, we invoiced him and he made payment. We invoiced him on first and he made the payment on the same day. So we are not demanding this customer. We are not demanding this customer. Sales by customer. You can always have different sales by customers, and that statement I can be able to generate it. So this can be sold to this customer. These are the sales we made to customer. So you can be able to list what you sold to this customer. If you want even to download it to Excel, you can just click here and you create a new sheet. Then you download it from QuickBooks to Excel so that you can easily print it. You can email it if you are connected to the internet, so you can be able to export. Then you see the Excel sheet opening. Because that one also, it is very important to know that we can transfer data from. So these are the sales we made to Kiemba, because this is the only customer we have sold it to. Can be able to print out the summary for the sales of the day. See, this is Excel. I've already downloaded it. These are the sales we made to Kiemba and how we came up to the total. It is here. What we sold him, the invoice, the way we invoiced him, the invoice type, and the items we sold to this person, how many packets, and all these details can become here. So we can have several of them. When I go back to the suppliers, we have two vendors. We have this one, the first vendor, who is the you can have a quick report for him. We can change the date here, the period report, because sometimes when it doesn't give you any figure, it means the period you are looking at is different from the period you transacted with that customer, with that vendor. Then you can be able to get a quick report. This is a quick report for only for who? This is a quick report on what we sold to this person. We made an order, we received the goods, then they paid us through Diamond Trust Bank. That is the amount which was paid. So we can also have I will be able to show you how to get their reports. I mean the statement of the supplier. So, any other question? QuickBook can always be. Any other question? Catherine, we have. Yes. Ssebuyungo. Okay.
It's called Wilber.
Mm, 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 mm. Yes, yes. The invoice, when you enter it, the invoices, you can always go back here. When you go where you entered them from, you can always go back here and you find them there in the reports. You can go and find them there. We have here transaction history. What you can do, you can come and select that real customer whom you invoiced. You see, when you select him, you find the invoices already here. You've seen it here. You've seen the invoices here. You can click on it. When you click on it, it will take you here. Then you double click here, it takes you to the invoice. Then you can be able to print this invoice. It is here. Even though it is already paid, the invoice remains in the system, even if it is a receipt. Because remember, when we are there, we've been seeing a invoice, they've been seeing a receipt. Like here, this is a payment, which means it is a proof of payment. You can click here also you get it. This is a payment. The bank account you used to pay was DTB. Amount you paid was that. So you can go back and be able to find it. Then you print it. Because you just click here, print, then it starts printing. If you're connected to the printer, it prints it. Because the system numbers these invoices automatically since this was the first payment. So the second one to number it as number 2, the third one to number it number 3, like that. Is it okay? What else?
Okay. What I wanted to ask is, does this system also require maybe approval?
Approval from your
Okay, like
supervisors?
okay, let me assume the role of being a supervisor, and then maybe my
Mm,
team is trying to do the entry here. So I provide oversight to the overall kind of project. So
mm.
is there at any point where maybe I need to log in and try to approve, or I just go and view the financial reports?
Yeah, the internal controls, since this is QuickBooks Desktop, the internal controls are manual, which means we still need to use paperwork. Paperwork where you have to approve before anything is posted here. Remember,
Okay.
whatever he posts here, the accountant posts here, must make sure that he's backed up in he has backed it up. He has
Yeah.
a file
Yeah.
where he has their internal control that before posting there should be approvals as per the internal control manual.
Okay.
Something approved, then he posts it, then he will be able to file it. So that what he has in the system can be backed up by what he has done. And also you can be able to scan some of these documents you upload them. For example, if I'm receiving payment and I have something I want to attach, I can come and maybe I scanned a proof of payment as a source document. I can come and click here, attach a file. It will take me to the computer where the file is. I select that item, I upload it. Sometimes, these hard copy documents can get lost. So these days, what we do, these approved files form, someone can come, he doesn't like you, he picks something from your table and they start now saying you did something not approved. We always advise people to scan these documents and put them and upload them in the system so that you can always click where you have uploaded it and you can be able to access the attachment, which can show you that something has been approved. But here the approval will be done
Okay.
manually. But for QuickBooks Online, remember everyone has rights. The approvals can still be done online.
Okay.
Yeah, by reserving some rights. So you are the one to give them that. But may not be effective like other systems which have procurements. Whole procurement system is online automated. The other one can see what you are done. It may not be to that level.
Okay. That's good.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Mm. A bank reconciliation done within the system. So we have a section of bank reconciliation. I think this reconciliation here. When you click here on the reconciliation, you come here and select the bank you want to get, which means we expect you to get the balance from the bank. You go to the bank and print the statement. So when you come here, this is the beginning balance. You put the ending balance, which you have from the statement. The balance you have found in the statement is what you put here. And when you put here the balance you have found in the statement, remember when you get the statement, there are some things you may not have recorded, like bank charges and the interest you have earned, the bank which has given you. So you put how much interest has been charged on your account, debited on your account by the bank, you put it here. And what has been credited on your account, you put it here. Then the period also you are reconciling, you should begin the date the period you put it here, the statement date, the closing date you are looking at. Now, a bank service charge, it will be reported to the bank charges account. This one will go to the bank charges account. And this interest will go to the interest income. Interest income, we may not have it here, but we can create it. You put, for example, interest income. It should be under other incomes. Then you save and close. So the interest bank charges you have found here, you put it here, and the other one you put it there. Now, for example, if in the bank we have, let me go to the end of the year, assuming we are reconciling on 31st. Okay, we got here 31st December this year. And now we have in the bank we have 2,600,000, 2.2. So when you have 2.2, you say the bank charges, maybe you have 30,000, 20,000, and the interest income is 10,000 if it is there. Then we can go to the period we are looking at, because we should be in the same period. This is 31st December. This is also 31st December. So you can be able to continue. It is okay. Then it will take you to this charge. It will take you to this. So what you do, these are things you are reconciling. This is what you had entered, what you paid using the DTB bank and what you received. You come and tick all of them. This is how we do reconciliation. Then you click, it shows you this amount. Then you click reconcile. Return, leave the reconciliation. Then they will say that your reconciliation, it has a discrepancy of this amount of money. Why is it having the discrepancy of this amount of money? Because I'm just predicting the amount. I'm not using the right actual amount. I need, if I'm to set a question, I need to sit down and look at the balances which can balance. Then the moment I bring them here and I mark all of them, the balance goes to zero, no discrepancy. And the balance goes to zero, then I can be able to reconcile, because when you're reconciling, the balance should be zero. As long as you see unreconciled balance, you go back and check until you make sure that the balances have been cleared. The system will prepare its own bank reconciliation statement. Is that clear? Okay. Any other question? We need to leave because I'm still in town. I have to travel back. So for now, I think we have seen what is most important, and we can end here. Thank you so much for your time, and I wish you a blessed